Hello, hi again. So this time we're just going to continue constructing the major scale for the two remaining flattened notes, and these are the A flat and B flat. And also, after we establish the major scale of these five notes, we're going to summarize how many flats do we have in each major scale. So let's proceed. From A flat, we're going to have a tone, two steps, 1, 2. So this is not just B, but instead it is a B flat, so we put flat sign. Then from B flat we take another tone, 1, 2. So this is already C. From C we take a semitone, C. We landed on D flat rather. So this is, instead of D, this is D flat. So from D flat we take from D flat we take another tone or two steps, 1, 2. So this is E flat. From E flat we take another tone, 1, 2. So we landed on F. Then from F we take another tone, 1, 2. So this is G. And lastly, from G we take a semitone, and then we go back to where we started, which is in A flat. So this is the A flat major scale, composed of A flat, B flat, C, D flat, E flat, F, G, and then going back to A flat. Now let's proceed to B flat. B flat, we take a tone, 1, 2. So we landed on C. From C, we take another tone, 1, 2. So this is already correct. This is D. From D, we take a semitone or one step, 1. So we landed on E flat. Okay. From E flat, we take another tone, 1, 2. So this is F. From F, we take another tone, 1, 2. So this is G. From G, we take another tone, 1, 2. So landed on A. And lastly, one step, a semitone, 1. So we go back to B flat. So therefore, B flat has an element, the B flat major scale has an elements of B flat, C, D, E flat, F, G, A, and B flat. Now, after we establish the major scale for these five flat notes, or the major scale of each note in the black keys, we're going to summarize how many flats do we have in each major scale. Okay, so for D flat we have, now first of all we won't consider anymore the flats here, because these notes on the eighth note of each major scale is just the same as their first note. So as we can see here, this is the same, these are all the same, the first and the last notes of each major scale. Okay, so we'll just consider the 7 different notes. Okay, so for D flat we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So D flat major scale has 5 flats. Okay, and they are D flat, E flat, G flat, A flat, and B flat. For E flat, we have E flat, A flat, B flat. So we have 3 flats. For the G flat, we have G flat, A flat, B flat, C flat, D flat, E flat. Again, we will consider this C flat. So we have 6. Okay. Next, for A flat, we have A flat, B flat, D flat, E flat. So we have 4. And lastly, on B flat, we have B flat, E flat. So we only have two flats. Okay. So, summarizing this, we have in this D flat major scale, we have 5 flats. For E flat major scale, we have 3 flats. For G flat major scale, we have 6 flats. A flat major scale, we have 4 flats. Lastly, on B flat major scale, we have 2 flats. And later, we're going to relate this on what we have done previously. We are going to discuss the what we call this. This is we will be discussing the circle of fifths. Later, I will explain what is circle of fifths and circle of fourths. This is very important in music theory because we are going to see the relationship between each major scale, as well as we can also relate them with their minor scale. However, we haven't discussed it yet, but we will later on. So for now, this is just the end of our major scale, constructing the major scale of all the notes, the white notes, the 7 natural notes, as well as the 5 notes on the 5 black keys on the keyboard.